Is ZB here with Cut Call, and I am here to talk about Kyle Williams' receiver to ball carrier transition. A very surprising part of his game when you really dig into him is how much juice this kid has and how often Washington State uses him on all these sort of screens, short routes, and we're going to open it up by looking at Texas Arch's concept. I always think of this as a running back right out of the backfield from back in the day, but they're going to bring him across on this motion, and he's going to run this kind of circle slant route and just cut right through the heart of the Syracuse defense and take it to the house. And one of the keys to being an effective sort of yak guy is not having segmentation in these sort of three-part routes, and there are some really good receivers that can run this route, but maybe not this smooth. You're going to watch this break, ball's in his hands, and he's immediately a ball carrier here. There's just a very linear way that he catches the ball, brings it into his frame, tucks it away, and doesn't lose any velocity in this sort of transition to heading upfield and through Syracuse. You're going to look at this again, and it's just buttery smooth. Kyle is off, and Kyle is running in one motion. Now, the other half of ball carrier transition is how well the receiver focuses on his surroundings, and you'll watch here. He spots this linebacker, he spots this crease around the safety, and he's gone. And it's this sort of like running back vision that I really like to see on tape. Now, the second rep we're going to look at is one against Wyoming, and he's up at the top. He's going to run this little smoke screen. It's the kind of fodder of college football. You'll go through a lot of these, and not everyone breaks them all the time, and some guys who aren't even that great at them will break them by force of how they make the defense align. But this one's really a special kind of rep that Kyle takes to the house against a solid NCAA defense. And this play really works for Kyle because he knows where his blocking is. Now, a lot of guys will panic and try and put a move on this defender, but he actually brings his run in around this tackle who's made it to the second level. And, Kyle's an older prospect, and this play is probably really well practiced, but he's taking the best path to success. He's sticking with the play. He's staying behind his big man. And if you roll it back, if he breaks to the sideline, there's sort of a high likelihood, I think, that he's going to get edged out by the corner and the safety. But I think on balance, what these plays show us is that Kyle's a guy who can create inside structure, and that bodes really well for him in the NFL.